Right, we'll start off part 2 with the 4 maps. So the first one is FS09 Island by Norblin, 51.08 megabyte on the download, and it says, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019 map. Experience farming like in your childhood and become the biggest farmer on this island. The second map is Piney Run by Poor Boy, 34.70 megabyte on the download, and it says there, welcome to Piney Run. Here you can farm and log. The third map for today is Dark Forest The Next Chapter by Shanty Boys and Mr. T-Bone 39, 28.23 megabyte on the download, and it says Shanty Boys Map Creations proudly presents, backed by popular demand, Dark Forest The Next Chapter. And the last map we got for today is Small Farm. This is by ABT Frankie, 26.31 megabyte on the download, and it says, welcome to the Small Farm. This is a small dice map that has a nice environment and is only worth playing on with a small vehicle. So that's your 4 maps. Obviously we'll take a look at those in separate videos. So our first mod for part 2 is Liftable Pallet with Stones. This is by 810 Mods and Lewis Mods, 0.30 megabyte on the download, and obviously it's a pallet of stones, so you're going to find it in the pallet section of the shop. So it's got a 1050 litre capacity for 950. So what you're going to use this for is if you don't want to get the stones off your field but you want to get some lime out of your debris crusher or whatever you're doing, you can just buy a pallet. Very nice. Right, next up is Self-Made Weight. This is by the LS Driver, 0.52 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under weights. It says a 450 kilo weight. It's going to cost you 200. That's about it. If you need a weight to keep your front end of your tractor down. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the Clark G Tank. This is by Woodcraft Modding, 2.67 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Forestry Tools. Now this is going to hold diesel for you, so it's a little supplementary tank if you ever get caught short whilst out on a job. So it's got 990 litre capacity, 6,130 to buy. The options you got there are design, standard, additional storage and electric pump, although it's still got the same capacity, mind you, just weighs a bit more. Alright, fair enough. Then you can change the main colour to any one of those. Changes the framework on the top. Yeah, I mean, I've been caught short whilst out in the field, mind you. Yeah, this would have come in very handy. Right, next up is the Flegel Blade Roller SWZ FLM. This is by Rick Black Label TWD Modding, 1.24 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Mulchers. So this requires a 25 horsepower requirement from your tractor, and it's 3 metre. 3 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 7.5 grand to buy. There is no options. 3 metre. Yeah, we'll carry on. Right, next up is Wooden Car Trailer. This is by Hydraulic, 5.89 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under trailers. This hasn't got a capacity on it, mind you, so you're probably not going to be able to store loose crop in it, although bags and pallets, that sort of thing, should be no problem. 990 to buy. The options you got there are to change the frame colour, like that. Then change the board colour. We'll go for blue. And then we'll change the rim colour, like that. You've got a couple of pallets that need moving around, or even like a few bales. Yeah, that's alright, that is. Right, next up is the Flegel Low Loader Pack. This is by HR Forst and Wagenbau, 16.76 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Low Loaders. So we've got 5 options here. You've got the ZTS, the DTS, the VTS, the FTS, and then the STS. Now they all got basically the same options. So we'll go into this one, and obviously you could pick whichever one you want, because the STS is the longest one, and you're going to need a truck to pull that one. But all the others have got a trailer hitch on the back. So you go for whichever one you want. Obviously, the ZTS is the smallest one. So the options we got there are side guard, no or yes. You then got side marking lights, design 1, 2, or 1. Extra beacon light, no or yes. Does that put that on the back? There you are. Then you got load securing system, automatic, tension belts. You got wheel setup, design 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1. They look like some. Is it design 3? Look like some drag strip tires. Okay, ace. Then you can change the main colour. Changes the main colour. The side guards. Yeah. And then the rim colour obviously does the rims, so we'll have it all matching. Why not? Obviously, it's just a difference in length, so you go for whichever one you want. I mean, me personally, I probably would go for the longer one that hooks up to the back of a semi or a truck, however, whatever you call it, depending on where you're from, because I don't like the swivel axles, but that's just me. You go for whichever one you want, but that's just an alright pack, that is. Very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard Modular Trailer. This is by JTAV, 5.94 megabyte the download. You can find it in a few different sections, but I've got it all together onto the mod option in the shop. So we've got the flatbed, which is going to be available in the bale loader section. It's going to cost you 11.5 grand to buy it to start with. You've got low attacher or high attacher. I do like it. It's got that block of wood on the front. Where's that low and high attacher going? It's not really changing much, so is it? Anyway, I do like that block of wood. I think that's ace. And you've got tension belts, none, EU, US, or none. And we'll set up a few different options on the tyres there and change the main colour to any one of those. Okay, fair enough. And we'll come out of that and we'll go to the forestry module. This has got all the different bars on it. So you pull up by the side of this and it's all going to fall into place for you nicely. 2,375 to buy. You can change the main colour, obviously to match the bed for what you've gone for. Then next to that we've got the bale module. So obviously these hook up to the base trailer. We'll change the main colour again, just to match up the base trailer. Very nice. Then we've got the livestock module. Now it says it's going to hold 9 cows, 16 pigs and 12 sheep. Again, change the main colour to match up with the rest of it. And just back it onto like that. Yeah, that's alright, that is. I like that pack. Very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard Turner. This is by EY Modding, 1.3 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under miscellaneous. It's going to cost you £1 grand to buy. But then it's got £1 grand. Oh, well, how do we get rid of that £1,000 paint job? Why don't they just put it as a £2 grand to start with? Anyway, the options you got there are Trailerborg, Continental, Verdestein, and then back to Trailerborg. You can change the main colour, which is obviously the frame part at the back. And then obviously design colour changes the colour of the rim. So what you're going to do is you're going to hook this up to your 3 points on the back of your tractor, or even the front. Lower it down, then just turn around on the spot. Yeah, that's ace. Very nice. Right, next up is the Covalent Optima V Custom. This is by JH Modding, 5.94 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under planters. So it's got a 2,000 litre capacity for your seed, 70 horsepower requirement for your tractor, 4.5 metre working width, and a 9 mile an hour working speed, 23 grand to start with. You've got the options to change the main colour. So you go for whichever one you want. Changes the main part there. And then the rim colour obviously does the rims. Oh, it's a bit of a shame the main colour didn't change the tops of those seed pods there. Still, that is really nice. I mean, look at the detail on it. That is excellent. Very nice. Right, next up is the NARDI Trailed Plough. This is by Pepe978, 4.48 megabyte on the download. You're going to find both of these under ploughs. Now, oh dear. We've got the BT2G2 and the BT3G2. The BT2's got a 1 metre, 1 metre working width, and then the BT3's got a massive improvement over the first one of 1.3 metre width. I mean, both of them. I mean, that is just, you might as well just do it with a shovel yourself, hadn't you? It's that tiny. So it's going to require 90 horsepower from your tractor, 1 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 7.5 grand to buy. The only option you got on this one is to change the main colour to one of those blues. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. And then the BT3 requires 140 horsepower from your tractor, 1.3 meter working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 8,700 to buy. Main colour change again. Oh dear, oh dear. We'll carry on. Oh, and as if those two ploughs weren't small enough, we then carry on with this. This is the 7-tine chisel plough by EY Modding, 1.52 megabyte the download. 60 horsepower requirement for your tractor, 2 meter. I mean, it's not great from the 1.3 meter plough, mind you, but still, 2 meters. Oh, 7 mile an hour working speed, £4,000 to buy. You can change the main colour to any one of those. 2 meter. And just to carry it on with the ridiculously small equipment, we've got this, the Unia Cultivator 2.2 meter. 2.2 meter. Oh, shocking. Obviously, it's going to be found in cultivators. Requires 18 horse. Is that all? 18 horsepower. That's really low. You could get some old school tractors on the go with that. Again, 2.2 meter working width, 8 mile an hour working speed, £4,500 to buy. Change the main colour to any one of those. I seriously think somebody's trying to give me a headache because we've got another thing, another tiny thing. Oh, this is the Converland Qualidisc Farmer 3000 by Marcello 22, 6.86 megabyte the download. Yeah, 100 horsepower requirement for your tractor, 3 meter working width, 10 mile an hour working speed, £18,000 to buy. You're going to find this on the disc harrows. Now, I know I do go on about the small equipment, mind you, but these mods do look good. They really do. I just don't like small equipment. That's just my personal preference. It is not a slight against any mod at all, because they look ace. But still, oh, they're so tiny. We'll carry on. Right, next up is the Lizard GTCR pack. This is by Miotto Modding, 10.74 megabyte on the download. Oh, I've got a headache now. I've got a headache. Right, so we've got the GTCR 24x32 with a 4 meter working width, 260 horsepower requirement from your tractor. And then we go to the 1632. It's got a 2.6 meter. I mean, these are going to be found in ploughs, by the way, if I forgot to say that. 2.6 meter, 150 horsepower requirement. Oh, the options you got there are Will Brand's usual shenanigans on the go. You can change the decals, design 1, 2, and then back to 1. Main colour, well, that's different colours there. Orange fruit, that one's called. Design colour, what's that one? Orange, tangerine. Yeah. Design colour, we'll go with a saffron yellow, not normal yellow, saffron yellow. And then you can change the rim colour. Obviously we'll go with silver metallic chrome. Why not? I mean, that looks alright actually in that colour combination. Oh, it's got the wood support at the front. Oh, I do like that. Still 2.6 on this one, mind you. I mean, the other one's alright with a, was it 4 meter? 2.6. Alright, we'll carry on. Right, next up is PCH 4.5. This is by Serega 56, 10.9 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under subsoilers. So it requires 240 horsepower from your tractor, 4.5 meter working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 10,366 to buy. The options you got there, you can change the main colour. We'll go with a grey. The design colour, we'll go with a red. And then the rim colour, obviously does the rims. Lime green, neon green wheels. Why not? That's alright, that is. Right, next up is the KTP 7.4 9.4. This is by Ross Agrotech, 25.06 megabyte on the download. You can find these two under cultivators. So we've got the 7.4, which has got a 7.4 meter working width, 180 horsepower requirement from your tractor, and obviously the 9.4 has got a 9.4 meter working width, but requires 300 horsepower from your tractor. The options are the same on both. It's just a colour change, like so, and like so. That's better. 9.4. We're getting somewhere now. Might actually get a job done in a decent amount of time with that. Look at that detail on that. All the chains on the back. Yes, I like that. All the springs as well. Very nice. Right, next up is John Deere 600F series. This is by 46 Mods, SID Modding, North Dakota Modding and Mapping SD. 48.16 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under harvester headers. So we've got the 620F, which is a 6 meter working width, the 622, which is 6.6, 625, which is a 7.6, the 630, which is a 9.1, and then the 635, which is a 10.6. So obviously these are going to do your usual grain type coming off the field. But it says on the website that these grain headers are intended to be used with smaller and older John Deere combines. So that's the premise behind it all. So if we go into this one, the 622, all the options are the same. You've got design, so standard. You can have the aerial put on the front. And then configuration, you either have it standard or you have it ready for soybeans. Yeah, so right, that is. You've got a smaller harvester on the go. Very nice. Right, next up is the JENZ Wood Crusher. This is by Kenny456 Kyosho's Mod Factory. 24.3 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under forestry equipment. So this has got a 55,000 litre capacity. Requires 250 horsepower from your tractor. 320 grand to buy. Now this is basically a mobile wood chipper. So obviously you load it in the back there with that crane, chop it all up, pipe it out to wherever you want to go. Yeah, now according to the website, it will take logs up to 12 meters in length. Ooh, very nice. Right, so you got wheel set up there, you got standard, forestry, wide tyres, or standard, or like you're going to have the forestry ones really though, aren't you? Nice chunky tyres on that. That's your options, but I do like that. Being able to take big logs like that, obviously you chop your trees down and you don't have to cut them into lengths. You just chuck them in the back of this and chip them all up. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the Deutz-Fahr M series. This is by Agroserber, 10.54 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under harvesters. So it's got 121 horsepower engine, 14 mile an hour top speed, 4,400 litre capacity on the grain tank, 126.5 grand to buy. Then your options you got there are model configuration. So you go M35.70E. We'll change that to put it up to 140 horsepower, 160, and then it puts the grain tank up to 5,000 litres. 150 horsepower, but a grain tank of 5,200. 170 and 5,200. 195 and 6,300. 225, 6,300. Then back to 121 with 4.4. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then design, standard. Triangle 1, so that can be on the back. There you are. Triangle 2, or back to standard. You can change the design colour, green or white. What has that changed? Oh, it's just the roof on top of the cab. Then the rim colour obviously does the rims. Yeah, that's alright, that is. Nicely detailed. Very nice. Next up is the John Deere 959M. This is by North Modding Company, 18.61 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under forestry machinery. So this has got a 330 horsepower engine, 6 mile an hour top speed. Obviously it's a tracked vehicle. It's not going to be that fast. 360,000 to buy. Got configurations there, 953. 953 again. Oh, it's just a lifted version. Fair enough. Now that has got a massive, I mean, look at that blade on the front of that. You're really going to be able to chop some big trees down with this. That is huge. Brilliant. Right, next up is the Lizard Loader 863 with shovel. This is by ARM Team, 20.68 megabyte on the download. Obviously, you're going to find it on the skid steers and then the shovel under skid steer tools. So we'll go into this. So it's got a 74 horsepower engine, 12 mile an hour top speed, 25 grand to buy. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres, although you do get these options here. So it gets those little tracks on. Your Lois 4s and then the Ponzi crawler. Ooh, very interesting. You got design, clean windows, tinted windows or clean windows. Then you got design without beacon, with beacon or without. And you can change the rim colour to any one of those three. Oh, I like it, those tracks on. Very nice. And then we've got the shovel that goes with it. 2,000 litres. Obviously, shoveling whatever you need to. 700 to buy. Yeah, I like that. That's very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard S Series 25D. This is by Pascal Coutts, 7.25 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it on the forklifts. So it's got a 72 horsepower engine, 26 mile an hour top speed, 37 grand. Usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres. Then you can have the design without load backrest, with load backrest, or without. Safety warning light without, with. Where's that? Is that the one that makes it blue on the back? Oh yeah, there you are, in the middle. That's it. Then you change the main colour to any one of those. And then the rim colour, like that. Yeah, if you've got some pallets on the go, and if you've got that big warehouse that you've seen in part 1, this would go down there nicely. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard Streamline. This is by Eric Isaac Agro Mods, 26.45 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it on the trucks. So it's got a 530 horsepower engine, 51 mile an hour top speed, 130 grand to buy. You then got configurations. You have it 4x2, 6x2, 6x4, 8x2, 8x4, then back to 4x2. That's 4 axles on that. That's ace. Then you got wheel brand, which is just a circle, another circle, and back to that circle, and another circle again. That's more like design rather than brand, though, isn't it? Alright, we'll carry on. Continental tyres, different brands on that one, fair enough. You got front bumper, plastic bumper, painted bumper, low bumper, back to plastic, wheel design, no, hubcaps and air, hubcaps 2 and air, and then no, and airfoil, no or yes. As you've got first one's a deflector, second one's the airfoil, and then back to no. Then you got rubber mudguard, long mudguard, short mudguard, those on the back, long or short, radio antenna, no or yes. That's poking right out the front. That can have somebody's eye out with that, definitely. Front on the right, both. It's like it's going fishing. The truck's going fishing. You put some line on the end of that and catch some bass, no problem. Got 2 at the rear. Oh, 2 at the rear is better, because obviously that, it's out of the way though, isn't it? And then no. In glass colour, so we've got clear glass, dark glass, or clear glass. Protections, so no, side protector, front grille, both, or no. Streamline stickers, yes, no, or yes. Rotating light, standard, yes, yes 2, yes 3, and back to standard. Decorative light, no, yes, we'll put that on the top, yes 2, yes 3, yes 4, yes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many lights are on this? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, this is just getting silly. 18, 19 sets of different lights. I think that's a lot. Then we've got front suspension. No, yes, or no. Of course, you'd have frontal suspension, otherwise it'd just rattle your brains out. Then engine setup. So 530 to start with, 590, 660, 700, 730, then back to 530. We've got exhaust standard, double straight. Oh, that's on the side. Oh, they look nice. Long barrel or standard. Oh, I like those double straight. Oh, they look ace. We've got main colour. Oh, got some chromes. I think we're going to go. Oh, a gold truck. Yes. And we'll have the gold to match that as well. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. Side fender. Yep. We're going to go full gold chrome. Oh, yes. Yes, it's all coming together. Look at that. It's had the Midas touch on it. Oh, let's go for the wheels as well. Yeah, it's like a solid gold truck. Oh, that's ace. Oh, brilliant. Right, next up is the MAN TGX Transporter. This is by HR Forst and Wagenbau, 28.1 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under trucks. So it's got a 500 horsepower engine, 51 mile an hour top speed, 172 grand to buy as standard. And for some reason we got 1,000 to start with on the wheel design, but they're all costing money, so why not just have that anyway as the starting one? Alright, we'll carry on. The options you got there are sun shield decal, no or yes, although there's not a sun shield on, mind you. Alright, we'll carry on. Wheel brands and tyres, usual shenanigans on to go with that. Then you got windscreen stone guard, no or yes. Then you got reflector strips, no, yes or no. Beacon lights, no or yes. Or warning bar, oh, you got to have a warning bar, yeah. Or no, yeah, I'll have the warning bar. Flashlights, no. Oh, where they put those? They're going to be around the back. Okay, don't really see where the flashlights are. Right, we'll carry on. Sun shield, no or yes. Ah, there you are. There's the sticker on the top, so we'll go back up to that. Sun shield decal. Transporter. Right. Sun shield, small, big, special, or no. Oh, special. Yeah. Then decal, no. Oh, that's on the side there. Yeah, have that decal on the side. Bull bar, no or yes. Design 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, here we go. Are we going to go up to... Oh, no, only 5. Only 5. All right, fair enough. Wind deflectors, no or yes. Then we've got roof bar, no or yes. We'll design 1, 2. Oh, here we go. We're going again. Oh, no, only 5. Only 5. We're all right. Headlight protection, no or yes. Then you got sun shield material, plexiglass, plastic, or plexiglass. Horns, no, yes, or no. Yeah, have the horns on the side, why not? Engine setup, so 500 horsepower, 640, 880, then back to 500. Then bumper center bottom, silver, black, colour, or the same colour as the rest of the cab. Then you got bumper grille, black, chrome, same colour as the vehicle, or black. You've got transport safety, dynamic mount attacher, tension belts, or dynamic mount attacher. Extra mirrors, no, yes, or no. Mirror caps, change them to black. You got the main colour, yeah. Sun shield decal, yeah. Design colour, obviously he does those bits around the back. And then sun shield, oh, well, I've chrome actually, yeah. And rim colour, yeah. Why not? Obviously this is going to be sort of for your forestry mainly, but you could use this for anything. If you're doing like a recovery truck sort of scenario on the go. Yeah, very nice. Next up is the FENDT 700 Vario S4. This is by Moose Agra, 26.3 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under medium tractors. So it starts off with a 144 horsepower engine, 31 mile an hour top speed, 162 grand to buy. Usual options on the tyres and wheel brands. Then you got edition, so you got power, power plus, Profi plus, power again. That just changes the lights on the front really. Then we got string holder on the front, hood protection, string holder, beacon lights, no, left, right, both, or no. Fender design, so 1, 2, then 1. So edition, it's edition 2. All right, standard, design line gold, no, design line grid, sorry, changes the colour of the front part. Design line exhaust, I'll change that colour back. Yeah. Okay. Then design line changes the colour back to the second one and back to standard. Alright. Then you got mirrors, design 1, 2, then 1. Warning signs, no, yes, or no. Front loader attacher, no. Quickie, Hauer, FENT, and then no. It's got its own FENT one. Very nice. So engine setup, so 144 is standard, 171, 188, 209, 228, 246, and then back to 144. And we can add the Isario Pro Compact if you want to. Now, I think that's interesting because obviously it's in the base game one. So really the modder does need to add that as well, which I think is great. Then you can change the main colour. We'll make it a black beauty. Ooh, yeah. Design colour. What did that change? Can't see no green on it. Alright. Then the rim colour obviously changes the rims. Yeah, that's alright, that is. Right, so next up we got the Staramax 105 and the Staramax 150. This is by Holtz FS. 45.37 megabyte on the download. And obviously you're going to find these under small tractors. So we've got the ST Max 105. So this has got 105 horsepower engine, 19 mile an hour top speed, 30 grand. That's quite cheap to buy. Usual shenanigans with the wheel bounce and the tyres, although I do like those Rice default ones. Look at the state of that. What's going on there? Auxiliary wheel. That looks like something out of Mad Max. Oh, that's cage wheel. What's going on there? I mean, dual wheels, fair enough. Narrow tyres. That's what? Oh, brilliant. Beacon light, no, yes, or no. Weight fender. So we've got design 1, 2, 3. Then back to standard. Exhaust, standard. Chrome, or standard. Windows, standard. Insul film, standard. So it's tinted or non-tinted, really. GPS, no, yes, and no. So obviously, if you're on console like me, it doesn't really make much difference. Reverse whistle, yes or no. I'm assuming that's going to be when you're reversing. Attacher, standard. Design 1. It's going to be around the back, isn't it? There you are. And then standard. Front loader attacher, no, yes or no. So there's no options on that one, just yes or no. Main colour, black or orange. Rim colour, we'll go black. Oh, that looks brilliant. Brilliant. Right, we'll go into the Max 150. Has that got the same? Dual wheels, Rice defaults, dual. No, it hasn't. Oh, it's only on the first one. Oh, that first one looks ace. You have to go for the first one just for those wheels on the back. Ace. Then we got weight, no or yes on the front. Exhaust, again, chrome as usual. Windows the same as the first one. GPS, no or yes. Beacon lights, no or yes. Fender, standard 1, 2, 3, and then back to standard. Reverse whistle, yes or no, as before. Attachers, again, as before. Front loader, as before. Exhaust, see, this is a different one. Engine setup. Obviously, this starts off with 150. Then it goes up to 180 or back to 150. There's only one option, mind you. I still can't believe those wheels on the other one. That is absolutely brilliant. Well, the main colour, you can only changes the back bit. Yeah, that first one, that was ace. Where is it, those wheels? Auxiliary wheel. That's quality. I love it. Now, last mod for the day is the Steyr Profi CVT. This is by Austria Modding, 32.96 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under small tractors. So it's got 145 horsepower engine, 31 mile an hour top speed, 112 grand to buy. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then you got front loader attacher, no. Quickie, Hauer, and no. And the engine setup, so 145 is standard, 175. Then back to 145. Change the main colour. Oh, gold. Yes. Design colour. Oh yeah, look at that. And then rim colour. Oh, obviously we're going to go with gold. Me inner magpie is coming out. Look at that. It's a gold tractor. Oh, that's ace. That reminds me of the voucher Xbox special one we got back in 19. Oh, quality. Love it. Alright, so that's your mods done for the day. Drop it in the comments below. Which one's your favourite out of both of the videos? We'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next one.